3.
You really adopted the dark. I was born in it.
Come on with it.
What more do you want from me?
Come on with it. The name is Law Nation. Cowboys don't deserve this nor that shock value. Come on, baby. Is the room fill up? Be sure, and I mean just that, be sure to hit the like, share this content. Let that friend or that neighbor or that foe know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and be young. Come on. They say ain't no party like the Cowboy party. What about a Law Nation road? Who running? Mama said there'll be days just like this. Come on with it. Yeah. Come on. Let's get it.
Ready? Run from it.
Come on with it.
Destiny arrives all the same.
And as this room fill up, sharing is caring. Come on.
Should I say?
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Here we go.
5, 4, 3,
All I ask.
2, and
He a fan, he a fan, he a fan. He a fan, he a fan, he a.
1. Come on. All right. Y'all, let's get it.
Get your ass up there, contain the damn ball.
Hey,
Let's go. We're too damn soft.
come on. All right. What's good with all of you guys? I appreciate all of you guys for tuning in. The name is Law Nation, and it's Riggs. It's Riggs. Shout out to y'all, man. Oh, my goodness, man. Alpha Mason, appreciate you. Lord Nova, Kelvin, appreciate you. Nigel, appreciate you. VA, boys, fans, appreciate you. Kobe, with the C, come on with it, man. And Sadiq, appreciate everybody for tuning in. Ryan Mitchell, yeah, appreciate you guys. JC, Cowboy, Network, come on with it. Yeah. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Yeah. Like I say, shout out to the notification squad because we don't have a exact time that we go live. We're working on that, but at the end of the day, it's good to see you all. And this is like our off-season therapy, right? We talk about these things that goes around, and of course, we're going to talk about this. There's a quarterback top 10 deal by executives, NFL executives, coaches, and scouts, or what have you. And we see that Dak Prescott dropped from the season before, because the season before he was ranked number 9. Now he's number 10. Now, granted, these rankings are doing exactly what it's supposed to do. It's giving us shock value. It's giving us content. It's giving us information on how people feel about our said quarterback. And I get it. I understand, man. Matthew Stafford. Did we play Matthew Stafford last season?
Swallow that.
Did we play against him, man?
I want me some glory hole.
Come on. Hey, wait a minute now, Jerry. Chill out now. I know you got another child and everything. But did we play against Matthew Stafford? And did we win or did we lose? Can somebody help a brother? Yeah. Did we play against Justin Herbert? Did we play against him last season? Head to head. Come on, man. Yeah. Riggs.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Riggs. Did we play against Jared Goff? Did we play against those boys? I'm trying to figure this out now. Now, granted, in the playoff, there was a terrible situation for the quarterback that wears number 4 here with the star and the silver and blue and the star on the side of their helmet. But here's the thing. A lot of people will say, well, these apologists is going to be mad at this list, and they can have the list, right? If you guys truly believe that Jared Goff, Matthew Stafford, shout out to C.J. Stroud, I like the kid. No, I have no ills for C.J. and them. I'm just saying for C.J., hey, you're going to have to bring it back for the 2024 season. We seen what you did your rookie year. People were hit by an element of surprise, and now they know what you like to do. And on top of that, that's cool, right? I heard that when we was doing this back in 2017, I heard that, hey, you can't just base it off for 1 year, right? Now, if my memory served me correct, did Aaron Rodgers, did he get hurt last season? I don't even know that he even finished out the season. So is this a collective rankings of what they did in the past, or is this a ranking what they just did last season? Now, Burrows, I like Joe Burrow. Joe cool. He's a really good quarterback. I think that nobody would have complaints if we had a Joe Burrows here. Outside of the fact that people will be talking about him of saying that, hey, man, that brother made out of paper mache. Yeah. That brother, ACL tear, spleen gone, back just broken back into 2 pieces, So he's been injury prone, guys. So I get it. He's been to the Super Bowl. We haven't seen the Super Bowl. But now all of a sudden, Super Bowl is you don't have to win. You don't have to win to get credit, Now, if your quarterback can just get to the Super Bowl, like a Rex Grossman, you will be able to be lifted in this world of, hey, man, appreciation. I can't make this stuff up. Shout out to Action Power talking about LSU. Come on with it. Burrow been hurt every year. He won comeback player of the year. He had a hangnail, and they said, let him be the comeback player of the year. I can't make this stuff up. Goff had a lot of more postseason success with 2 teams. Yeah, and granted, here's the thing. When we look at this list, from day one, Goff was always considered. Everybody on this list was already considered a better quarterback than number 4. Right or wrong? They was considered coming out of college, coming out of wherever they may been, a better quarterback, right? Let me know if I'm wrong. Now, Goff, historically speaking, is not a better thrower or consistent with the throws as it relates to Dak Prescott. He's not. And he's been on teams. Whereas we can all say that, yeah, he's been on a team with better facilitations of coaching. I'm not going to sit back and take a dump on Sean McVay, right? Sean McVay is a really damn good coach. And they didn't have all of the other crazy stuff that's going on. He's been on 2 teams that they gave him the world. Now, I'm looking at these stats, and I'm looking at all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these quarterbacks, right? Right? 6 of these quarterbacks out here, and this is opposed to what they did last season. Now, here's the thing. Supposedly, Herb's supposed to be a better quarterback, a better this and that, and he got hurt last season. I wonder why. Oh, Kellen Moore, 5-8, as the starter last season, and he got hurt. So we can't exile and move him up out of this conversation, right? And he played those small few games. He had 7 interceptions. Y'all see that? Y'all better watch out for that number. He had 7. He was on pace to throwing about 16 to 17 interceptions last season. But neither here nor there. When we look at Lamar Jackson, granted, we all like the electric Lamar Jackson coming out of college just this generational type of talent, a Michael Vick type of legs or what have you, fell into a system that the coaching staff knew how to work and utilize him. But what if I told you the last two people that I just talked about, how many playoff wins, since they love to use playoffs as a measure, how many playoff wins do Herb got? You know, I need to know. Can somebody point that out too? And how many playoffs do Lamar Samuel Jackson got? You know, let me know how many playoff wins do he have, if we want to use that as a factor. Now, on this particular board, Matthew Stafford was the only player that got a Lombardi. Yeah. He got a Lombardi. So when you look at the Lombardi, he was 9-6. He had 62 completion percentages. Oh, yeah. He had a Cooper Kupp. He had a Puka Nacua. He had Tawi or TT Idol. I can't say that man's name. He had a tight end. He had a running back. They had everything in Rams land. Right. Yeah. And he only mustered out 24 touchdowns to 11 INTs. He was 9-6, and his completion percentages and all of that, quarterback rating 92.5. So what are they measuring this stuff off of? You know, I need to know. I want to know, Black Line. What's going on, fam? What is absolutely going on with this? And I get it, because the same thing could be said just the other day. We talked about this on how they love to hate the Cowboys. For example, they did Jake Ferguson like that yesterday when I did the video, right? They didn't even put Jake Ferguson up there as a top 10. DP4, the best quarterback in the league, not named Mahomes. The disrespect is madness. An all-pro quarterback ranked 10th. These people have lost their mind.
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
That's what you're saying, Black Line. You know, and your name is entered into the drawing to win the helmet there, I say. Appreciate you so much for your love and support. Appreciate you, man. Going back to this list, what the list said, y'all. I like Josh Allen. You know, I have no ill wills for Josh Allen. I like him. I think that he got a strong cannon of an arm. He's in a situation whereas he's a turnover machine, and he get grace and mercy. He get the goodness of the benefit of the doubt. And I can't wait to see Joshua Allen this season without some of his pieces around him. You know, I can't wait. That's what I'm going to be really looking for, because at the end of the day, people are going to use playoffs as a factor, right? They're going to say, well, Golf, he was able to win a playoff game last season, and they went blow for blow, toe to toe with the team, etc. And the Bills did too. So, okay, we'll see. We will flat out see. But I do love the fact that, hey, most of these people say, hey, the quarterback don't deserve to get paid because of the playoff thing. So when you look at those lists of guys right there, we can also say that within the confines of this, that there's no Brock Purdy on this list, so there should be up in arms for the 49ers crew. There's no Jalen Hurts, so the Eagles crew should be mad about this. And, you know, of course, Dak Prescott is on the 10th rank here. So there are rooms or people of saying, hey, chill out, man. These executives may be wrong. But most importantly, there's no Trevor Lau on this list. And he got paid $250 million. So let me know, if you on the top 10 list and you getting paid $250 million and you're not even there, right? So that means that everybody on this list should get paid $250 million just based off of Trevor Lawrence's contract. If that's the case, and if that's the scenario, there should be no debate. Lamar Jackson should be getting that money. Yes, he is. And Joshua Allen should be getting that money. Joe Burrow is getting that money. Everybody should get paid $250 million, because on this top 10 list, you got a guy that's not even there that's getting paid that much money. So that's how the contracting situation go. So that's just how it goes, right? So, but these guys somehow paint a picture where these guys don't deserve. Let's listen to this right here.
What I expect to happen, but you cannot rule anything out in this situation. Dak Prescott has set this up with his contract structure to the point where he has all the leverage. He does not have to do an extension with the Cowboys until he gets everything he wants. And if he doesn't, unrestricted free agency is what awaits him next March. The Cowboys need to get him signed. He knows that. They got $40 million in dead money that they're going to have to carry on their cap if he leaves. It's a great situation for Dak to be in, and because of the way he has set it up from a leverage standpoint, you cannot rule out the possibility that he leaves.
Again, this is Jeremy's new list, which just went up on ESPN.com today. As you see, the executives and coaches and scouts rank Dak Prescott the 10th best quarterback in the NFL. And in that column on the right, you see he was ranked 9th a year ago. I believe we have last year's rankings as well that we can show you where Dak was rated a spot ahead. So Dak was the runner-up for MVP last year, had arguably his best regular season, and still fell a spot in these rankings. It goes to show you just how significant the playoff performances are. Because you play a bad playoff.
Well, he said significant the playoff performance are. Well, I'm looking at this list. Did Aaron Rodgers play in the playoff last year? I need to know. I want to know. Can somebody help a brother out? Did Joe Burrow play in the playoff last year? Okay. All righty then. Okay. Herb, did he play in the playoff last season? Okay. Did Matthew Stafford put up gaudy numbers in the playoffs? I need to figure this out. And at the end of the day, I think that Lamar Jackson, he won his first playoff game, but, when you look at the numbers, I think he only threw for like 200-some yards. I can't make this stuff up. So he benefited from being on a playoff winning team. Like he threw for like 150 to close to 200 yards. He didn't even pinch the yard category of sitting there saying, hey, man, this dude was lights out, But it's crazy. So if we base in the playoff situation, them boys didn't play off. So, rigged. Yeah, it's better to not even take the test to be taking the test, I guess, It would have been better for Dak Prescott to say, you know what, I'm going to skip the test. I'm not even going to play against the Green Bay, man. I'm just going to sit out in the postseason. I can't make this stuff up, man. No, his defense won. Stop it. Yeah, Marcus, yeah. Look, people literally acting like we had the Ravens defense last season. People are literally thinking that. Yeah. Action says, Law, do you realize that Dak is the only non-first rounder on this list? Yeah, and I get it, right? Put it like this. There's another situation that I want to talk about. And moving on from the quarterback, because people, when they have that mind is already made up that he's not the answer, he's not at this point, you can't paint this picture and say, hey, there's no hate in this. You know what I'm saying? At this point, you can't paint the picture, because I truly believe if we were to just go back in time and just go through all of the NFL history, I think that in the NFL history, there's never been this much scrutiny, regardless of the situation, of whether or not the quarterback won a Super Bowl, playoff games, etc., right? In the NFL history, you wouldn't find like the ratio being this crazy that a quarterback made All-Pro, second runner-up for MVP, and you say, we just put him at the 10th marker in the history, right? Without the notion of, okay, let me use this for shock value, let me use this for clickbaits or what have you. And on top of that, I just don't think that that's the situation there. Speaking of that, let's listen, because also, Jordan Love is not on that list. This brought up from this opinion too. So hold on, bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to to talk about this, let me put the music thing up here. Hold on. No quarterback in the history. Hold on. I'm going to listen to this, though. But my guy, Defy Talk, he just had this. Well, most 400 yards in the passing game in 5 over the last season is Dak Prescott. And Dak Prescott have a 33-17 record since 2020. I need to find that excerpt. Hold on. Give me 1 second here, ladies and gentlemen. I thought I had it here, but I didn't. But hold on. All it takes is a few seconds here to get this going. Give me 1 second here, ladies and gentlemen, because I got to pull this up. And boom, 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 boom. Let me go right here. We go into Law Nation Sports, and we building the plane as we fly. And I don't have it here, but guarantee you guys, I'm gonna get it up one way or another. Here it is. Just gonna talk about this right quick. Give me 1 second. Put this deep thoughts up here. Yeah, when y'all hear that, you already know what's about to happen, right? Yeah. Kirk Cousins not on that list. Yeah, he got hurt. Yeah. Kirk Cousins didn't even take the test, right? Yeah. Come on with it. Yeah. In the beginning. Yeah, here we go. Here we go right here. Most 400 yards passing game over the last 5 seasons. You got Joshua Allen, Thomas Brady, Joseph Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, Dakota Prescott. His name is up there. That's about to say, hey, do playoff wins. Hey, screw y'all, man. Screw y'all.
NFL executives, NFL coaches, NFL scouts rank the top 10 quarterbacks going into this league. By and large, I
know audio may be low,
but I mostly agree with the order. Mahomes 1, Burrow 2, Allen 3, Lamar 4, Matt Stafford 5, Justin Herbert 6, C.J. Stroud 7. Cross your fingers on health. Aaron Rodgers 8, Jared Goff 9, Dak Prescott 10. 9 of 10 I agree with. I would not have Dak Prescott in the top 10. This feels like fear. People around the NFL, they're fearful of the regression you may see with Jordan Love. I'd love to see another 4 or 5 games. Jordan Love is better than Dak.
Woo! I like Jordan Love. I think that Jordan Love played pretty well, especially if you just grading just the playoff game. If you're looking at the playoff game, you would say, man, you know what? That brother right there, man, looking like Joe Montana mixed in with Drew Brees and everybody. I kid you guys not. People act as if though we were able to get pressure on him. People act as if though we were able to shut down the run. People acting as if though that we didn't have blown assignments and stuff. People acting as if though we had the same amount of opportunities that he had. People acting like this doesn't even exist. Even my guy Coach Marv acting like this don't even exist. People acting as if though that this is a normal thing in the National Football League, and this is what we comparing. What Jordan Love was capable of doing opposed to what Dak Prescott did. Y'all are literally acting as if though that we had this when Dak Prescott was out there on the field. Let me know when we ever had this capability. Come on, man. Look, and this is not even the first time. There's multitudes of plays that I can go in and show you. Y'all acting like Louis or JV Boy or Darren Posey or TA Cowboy or Jay Versick can't hit that particular tight end down the field. That's wild to me, man. Y'all acting like Law Nation, I'm in my 40s. Y'all acting like I can't hit that. I can't throw that. I can't make that throw. Come on, Rev. You can't make that throw, D.A. Lee. C. Burleson, you can't make that throw. This is multitudes of time. I can't make this up.
You did watch a 27-0 lead in Dallas with a much younger team, full of guys 1 and 2 years out of college. He's more fluid. He's got a better whip as an arm. He moves better, fewer injuries. I mean, it wasn't close. Dak in that game looked anxious. He looked overwhelmed. He wasn't very accurate. He missed open receivers.
When? When did he miss the open receiver? He hit CeeDee Lamb in the hands. He hit Gallup in the hands. He hit Brandon Cooks in the hands, and Cooks got cooked by my guy. You know, shout out to my guy over there. You know, he just grumbling as himself. You know, Jair Alexander. Y'all acting like Dak had this right here.
You can't watch that game and tell me Dak is more talented, raw talent, than Jordan Love. And Jordan Love has better coaching, and he's got better arsenal of weapons at tight end and wide receiver. Jordan Love's going to be better than Dak Prescott. Folks, how long do you have to see something? How long do you have to watch a movie before you're like, this stinks? I always think that when I watch movies. If you can't get the first 12 to 15 minutes right, I'm out. That's all I give a Netflix or an Amazon Prime show. I'm going to give you 8 to 12 minutes. That's your shot to get me.
Yeah, that Tyler Perry movie, it just came out. I thought that movie, for the first scene, I thought it was going to be good. Then I realized, I said, damn, Tyler Perry, this is another Lifetime movie that I know who the bad guy is. I know who the villain is. And he makes the same movie. And every year, Jerry Jones, I see you down there in the chat. Jerry, you make this same movie too. So what you're saying is that the leading actor of this damn movie is Dak Prescott. He's always going to be the villain. like that's the villain. That's the bad guy. You know, we all knew when we watched the movie. What was that damn movie? Tyler Perry movie, Divorce in Black or something like that. We all knew that the brother was going to be the bad guy, right? He's going to do something very heinous. Yeah. I thought that movie wasn't that bad, Brian Bradford. Yeah. Come on, man. You know, shoot. Boy, I can break down that movie, how disrespectful. She didn't even change the sheets. She get divorced from the dude or just ink on paper, right? And she didn't even change the sheets, and she brought another man in the same house. Like, how is this even possible? He's smashing the cheeks. Oh, my bad, I'm wrong video. You know, don't want to give away the movie. But he's smashing, and the ex-husband gonna come back to the crib. You know, the ink not even dry yet on the paper. That damn Tyler Perry, man. Somebody need to help him write these shows, man. Come on. At least put a different comforter set on. That's what I was mad about. Come on, man. Yeah.
Damn, Dak Prescott.
Movie was wild, laughing the whole time. Yeah, eating cereal and everything. He knew where the oodles and noodles at, you know. He coming right on in eating cereals. While his ex-wife getting god doggone Pound Town upstairs. You know, it's crazy movie, man. Crazy movie. True story, by the way. Shout out to Jonathan, man. Appreciate you.
If you watch a Narcos, you know, if you watch Mind Hunter, you can tell from the writing 10 minutes in, this is a good series. If you can't get me in the first 8, what's the middle of it going to look like? What's the ending going to look like? How many years do you have to see Dak be really great in the regular season?
All right. Bear with me. Let me pull this up. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank you so much for your support. Jabari, show time for your mind. All right. Just to rebuttal what he talked about with that damn movie, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Didn't Matthew Stafford, how many years did it took for Matthew Stafford to win the Super Bowl? And it went for him to go to, I guess, another movie writer, a movie strip or something like that. But here you go, man. Appreciate you, Jabari. Your name is entered into the drawing. Appreciate you. It's crazy how every day as a Cowboy, you not only got to fight the haters, but you also, the fans who are disbelievers in Dak Prescott. A lot of our fans are sold. Yeah. A lot of people, a lot of people within the confines of supporting this team or rocking with this team, you got to fight them, and then you got to fight the 3-ladder. You got to fight the 4-ladder network. You got to fight the heavy opinions of others, and then you got to sit back and say to yourself, damn, didn't the Eagles get blown out of the damn playoffs too? Right? Oh, CJ might have won a playoff game, but did the Texans get blown out the second game? Yeah. You know, because when it happened to us, people dismissed when we beat the doggone Buccaneers, right? Yeah, they dismissed that. And they skipped right on ahead and said, all right, well, look what he did against the 49ers. And that same 49ers team, believe it or not, like Ripley's, ripped a hole in the Green Bay Packers team. So it's just crazy, you know, how everything people would love to dismiss what we do, right? right? To dismiss what other people do and blow up what we do, right? It's just crazy. But it is what it is. Look, yeah.
He's against bad teams in his division. He doesn't beat good teams, because against good teams, you have to be better and more precise and elevate teammates. If you go look at last year's final 10 starts, including the playoffs,
right?
Jordan Love was outstanding. 3rd in the entire league in completion percentage. 1st in touchdown interception ratio.
Get it.
With kids at wide receiver and tight end.
Bull sugar. Because Mina Kimes broke down those wide receivers. Stats to ratio and EPA and everything. They were ranked. They didn't have a Devontae Adams there, but they had a host of wide receivers that was ranked within the 20 and the 30 range. We didn't have one person that's ranked in the 20 and 30 range. We only had one person ranked in the top 5, and that's CeeDee Lamb, and the next ranked person was ranked 87. I can't make this stuff up. Would you rather have one long sword or a bunch of knives, you know? Or would you rather have one long sword or a bunch of guns? You know, give me the bunch of guns. We can only cut with one long damn sword, you know? And that's CeeDee Lamb. We couldn't cut with anything else. This brother had a whole bunch of knives. You ever seen those cartoon characters or when you fighting and one got a throwing projectile, they can throw multiple knives at you, whereas the Cowboy, we only had one long sword. Can't make this stuff up. Stephen Carroll for the $4.99 for your mind. He says, what date are we going to do the drawings for the helmet? I'm looking at around the 20th or the 21st to do the drawings for the helmet. But your name is entered in multiple times, and I appreciate you so much for that, you know. Appreciate you for your support. Thank you so much.
Damn!
No days off. No days off.
No doubt. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Here's the other thing. How come a team is considered good or bad, but is only bad when the Cowboys play that particular team? For example, the Seattle Seahawks, they are considered a bad team, right? but they was considered a good team before we played them. But when we beat them, they considered a bad team. That team was so bad. Didn't they beat the Eagles, by the way? Let me know. The LA Rams, when we played the Rams, that's a bad team. It's a horrid team. But when other teams barely beat them, because I think the 49ers played against the Rams, and of course, you know, they normally play against the Rams every year. They only won by 6 or 7 points. But when we beat them, man, it's just the Rams. We only beat bad teams. How's that all set up, that we only play bad teams? David J., appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's play the rest of this right quick. But before we go into this, all right, this is what I'm going to have to do for the starting and remaining of the years when we talk about Cowboys content. Who are the bad teams on this list then? We're going to get in front of this. We're going to get in front of the 4 ladder networks, right? Randy, appreciate you. He said, Law, this guy's full of it don't know ball. Salute to you. The setup is straight. Appreciate you, man.
Damn, Dak Prescott.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Randy. So let's agree. Let's agree. Who are the bad teams? I need to know before the season starts, before I play the rest of this, who are the bad teams? Yeah. I need to know, can y'all give me the list of all of the bad teams, all right? And those are guaranteed wins as long as Dak Prescott is under center. Because he only beats bad teams, you know. Marcus Robbins says, if you use the Super Bowl excuse, ask them if Brad Johnson, Trent Dilfer are better than Marino. See what they say. I get no response every time. Ooh, baby, baby. Ooh, come on with it, baby. Oh, my goodness, man. You cooking over there with it. Come on with it, man. You cooking. And your name is entered in for the drawings of this, once again, Marcus. Appreciate you, man. And Posey says, Law, if I don't win that helmet, just imagine my face and play the Riggs music. Riggs! Yo. All right. Riggs, baby. All right, so let me look at this list. All right, appreciate you, man. Saints, Giants, Panthers, Commanders. So them only 4 teams, 5, 6, because you played the Giants twice. So yeah, so we should be 6 and whatever. Ain't that right? Shout out to you, Adrian. Appreciate you. Saints, Giants, Steelers, Falcons. Yeah. And those should be the only games we win, right? Because we only win. Only, that's the word, only. Is an absolute word.
Kids and a young old line. First in passer rating. 2,600 yards.
Yeah.
I think this is fear about, well, he could go backwards. I trust the Packers on quarterbacks. Here's the
other thing that he's not aware of. Aaron Jones. Who remember Aaron Jones? He was hurt for the first pieces of the season with Green Bay last season. And he started to heal up and he started to come back. Didn't you guys know that the Packers beat the Chiefs last season? Yeah. They beat the Chiefs last season.
Adrian Lopez, $10.
Appreciate you. Here's the secret sauce to Jordan Love and what I'm trying to tell y'all. And y'all don't have to listen to me. Y'all can say, man, this Law Nation guy, he don't know football, he don't know sports or what have you. The key to Jordan Love's game is run game. If you can run the ball, it opens up play action. He do have wiggle room enough to still kill you with his legs, but he don't like to run the ball with his legs. And he do have a good enough arm to get the ball to his targets. But if you take away run game from Jordan Love, and most quarterbacks, by the way, he will falter and he will lose. I encourage you guys to go back and look at the games that the Packers lost. On top of that, that's the same system and philosophy that the Shanahan tree is all about. It is always about setting up the run and establishing the run first. Now, I don't know what they're going to look like without Aaron Jones, because I think he's not on the team anymore. Yeah. He's not on the team anymore. But at the end of the day, I do love the way they approach the game, offensively speaking, by the way. I love it. You know, Josh Jacobs, I think that Josh Jacobs is a real good running back, but he's not now he's a good running back, but the kinds of caliber of runs that we've been having issues with is with those little short, shifty quality backs like a Aaron Jones, and he ain't on the team no more. Yeah, Jacobs may be better, but he's not better against what we do. We can pull up tapes of what we can slow down Jacobs a whole lot better than an Aaron Jones. Yeah, Josh Jacobs is a better physical back, but that it's a certain back that, man, when we face like a Aaron Jones got our number, man. I'm just telling y'all the truth. Yeah. Josh Jacobs may be better, but he don't run better against us like Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones been killing us, y'all. Yeah. I'm just telling y'all the truth, man.
The other thing, think about the quarterbacks. You know, you tend to think, well, it takes a while. If you look at the star quarterbacks, you can go to the first camp of Mahomes, and video was leaking out of some of his sidearm stuff. Remember week 11, Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert's first game, CJ Stroud's first game, Joe Burrow's first half, Kyler Murray's first.
Hot boy, he was hurt last season. You see, he ain't listening. Hot boy, Aaron Jones was hurt last year. He came back off of an injury, and he came back at the right time. That's what I'm saying. That's why he didn't eclipse over 1,000 yards, man. Go back and watch football before you try to debate me, man. Come on. I'm trying to help y'all. He was hurt. He didn't play every game. And Aaron Jones is a damn good running back, man. He's been smoking us. Name me the game that he didn't smoke us, man, when he played against us. Yeah. I mean, that dude's a real good running back. I don't fear Joshua Jacobs like I fear Aaron Jones, man. You know, Jones been killing us, man. Yeah. Now he's with the Vikings. Yeah, he was hurt last year, you know. He's a really good running back. We can't take that away. And to be fair, the Cowboys was very terrible on stopping the run. Yeah. I'm giving credit where credit is due. When we played against the Raiders, I think we lost in 2021, but we wasn't fearing Joshua Jacobs. He wasn't the factor in that game. Shoot. But Aaron Jones, every time we played against that dude, that'd be like Tony Dorsett right there. Emmett, baby Emmett. Yeah.
4 or 5 games, you can spot talent early. I say this on all these music shows, The Voice, America's Got Talent. How long does it take you to go, oh, wow, that doesn't sound like everybody else? 8 seconds? You don't have to watch that much quarterback play. Now, Jordan Love sat for years. I said this forever. I had more footage of Bigfoot his first 3 years in Green Bay. You didn't even get practice footage.
So the good test would be if Jordan Love, and his argument that Jordan Love should be on this list as a top 10 quarterback. And You can make the same argument for Brock Purdy. And I guess the Eagles community is making the same argument now for Jalen Hurts. Isn't it like, wait a minute. Jalen Hurts is by far, like, if you're an Eagle fan, like the Eagles content creators right now, they probably looking at this list saying, damn, man, Jalen Hurts better than Matthew Stafford. He should be at least right there at number 5. Oh, man, Jalen Hurts is way better than Justin Herbert. He should at least be there with 6. Right? And to be fair to those Eagles fans, hear me out. I'm going to give y'all a little coin. If the Cowboys got to play against Hurts versus Goff, I would rather play against Goff. I don't like Jalen Hurts like that. Jalen Hurts can do more damage than Goff. If the Cowboys got to play against Jalen Hurts versus Justin Herbert, shoot, give me Herbert, because I don't want to play against Jalen Hurts. He would do more damage than Justin Herbert. He'd do more damage than Matthew Stafford. That's what I'm saying. I'm not worried. When we played against Herb, I'm not worried about Herb. He's going to give us that interception. We're gonna rattle him. He's going to give it away. Matthew Stafford, he see ghosts when we see him, right? Goff going to give us one. He going to at least throw one of them. One of them to Jordan Lewis. But Jalen Hurts, he's the unknown factor, man. Jalen Hurts, he'll run that tush push. And like I said, you will have more fear against Jalen Hurts than Matthew Stafford, Herbert, Goff, and I got to see Aaron Rodgers this year. I don't know about Rodgers. And we don't know about C.J. Stroud. Right. Jordan Love versus Jalen Hurts week 1. So who will win? Who we will see. Yeah. Aaron Rodgers ain't been good in the last 2 years. To catch a predator face Aaron Rodgers, man, I just can't stand Aaron Rodgers. But the last 2 times we played against Aaron Rodgers, it wasn't Aaron Rodgers, it was Aaron Jones. I'm trying to tell y'all, it was Aaron Jones, man. It's not Aaron Rodgers, man. It was Aaron Jones that was killing us, man, all of them times, man. Shoot. So I think we'll give Aaron Rodgers a run for his money as long as he's not an Aaron Jones on his team. All right, so this other conversation, that was the end of that. Shout out to them over there on Fox, Colin Cowherd. Shout out to Colin Cowherd. That was the last of them. All right. Let's play this audio. Appreciate everybody, man, for tuning in. Now we're switching. This is about Don't Deserve. Who watching that Netflix documentary on wide receivers? It's a really good documentary that's on Netflix. And there's episode 1, if you fast forward about into the 35-minute marker, you would hear the 49ers game versus the Dallas Cowboys commentary. And they were more prepared than us. And one of the coaching staff said this statement, that the Cowboys need this game more than we need this game. And they are considering this game like a Super Bowl to them. I'm paraphrasing. Right? And they were preparing like this is Dallas week. I'm quite sure when they played the Giants, Them fools wasn't saying, hey, man, this is Giants week. This is Rams week. I'm telling y'all, man, teams, when they see the Cowboys on their schedule, they doing extra push-ups. They doing extra protein powders, creatine. They doing extra calisthenics. They getting extra sleep. They're not dissipating. They geared up to play the Cowboys. They are doing anything and everything. And on top of that, what I picked up from how they are preparing, they gave the utmost respect for the boys. Preparing. They didn't disrespect and say, oh, this offense is trash. They was like, man, this offense can move the ball. They doing X, Y, and Z things. We got to be prepared so we won't be embarrassed. And the defense is really good. That's what they were chattering amongst themselves. They didn't take nothing off. Whereas when the Cowboys, they thought that they can just prepare the same way they prepared the previous week. This is what pissed me off. And I'm only shooting this a little bit at Parsons. Only a little bit. And I like Micah Parsons. Y'all know that's my boy. That's my dog. You know, that's my guy. I like Micah Parsons.
Let's go, man! Let's go!
Because I'm tying in, and there's only one side right now, of what Kittle said when he was preparing for the boys. He said that this game is a rivalry game. This game is important for us to showcase our best talent. And after they destroyed us, the chatter was they going to the Super Bowl on how they destroyed us. But after we got destroyed, the chatter was from Parsons' mouth to his podcast to y'all ears. And I'm not beating up Parsons. This guy said he didn't know the importance of the rivalry of the damn game. That made me so mad. I hope that this season, when we play the 49ers, that every single 53 man that's on this team, even the practice squad, I think there's 63 guys all in total, that they know the importance of beating the 49ers. That they know the importance of this particular game. It don't matter whether you win or lose. It matters how you play, your dominance. It goes all the way back. And to a degree, if Coach Marv want to say, hey, man, that's what the importance of a coaching staff should do. That's the importance of Mike McCarthy. But necessarily, it wasn't Kyle Shanahan. It was the other coaches, too, to drive home the importance of that particular game. I'm old enough to remember it's not about winning or losing in the regular season. It's all about learning how to win when it's most important, that you know that, hey, when Batman fought Superman, and he said he can bleed. That's all he needed to know. I can get him to bleed. I go all the way back in my mental Rolodex when the Giants played against the undefeated New England Patriots. They lost, but they realized they can bleed. They realized we can get them. They realized, yeah, we can get to those boys. And that's what it's all about. I want the Cowboys to ultimately win every game. But most importantly, I want them boys to compete. Pick up little pieces on what they can learn to do what is necessary to win as a team. Case in point, before I move on to this other subject line, watching that documentary, I realized how valuable the Lions took that win against the Chiefs. Law, what do you mean? The Chiefs wasn't even at 100%. Travis Kelce was on the sideline, but it was still the ideal and the ideology that the Lions were able to beat the Chiefs, who just won the Super Bowl. And they took that momentum and steamrolled it into the future for the year. So in moments in games, you got to make sure that you figure out ways to compete, regardless of whether a person is down a man, down a coaching staff. But it was a huge momentum pull. So for the Cowboys, when I pull up this schedule, Browns, Saints, Ravens, Giants, Steelers, Lions, they're going to have to really either week one prove that they can roll with some of the guys that's in the postseason, since that's been labeled that the Cowboys don't beat good teams. And on top of that, they can't be high on their own Kool-Aid, and they got to have the consistency against the Saints. And they got to top it off. They got to top it off. Pause if necessary. Against the Ravens. And use that momentum to steamroll the Giants, to get things going against the Steelers, and get things going against the people that's looking for revenge, called the Lions. They got to do those things. Just saying. Now, before I play this clip, I was getting on the topic of Justin Jefferson. They call him Jay Jetta. In that documentary, I remember that game vividly. They had 4 turnovers. It was the Eagles versus the Vikings. Justin Jefferson was able to catch a crucial pass near the sidelines. And one of the Eagles defenders, if an Eagle fan is watching, you can put his name in the chat, was able to force the ball out of bounds. And he fumbled. And it ended up being a touchback for the Eagles. Damn good play by that defense. You say, the thing is, Jay Jetta is allowed to make those mistakes, and it's never to be brought up again that he fumbled the bag. It's never to be utilized and used against him that he can't win in big moments. It's never be to utilize and used against him in big games. He's crumbling. Justin Jefferson versus the Cowboys, he don't put up good numbers. My guy, Trayvon Diggs, locked that brother down like Pelican Bay shoe program. Let me know. When he playing against the Cowboys, and he had one doggone job to do against the Eagles, a team that was just in the Super Bowl, right? But he gets a free pass. Justin Jefferson get a free pass for what his numbers look like in the postseason. But CeeDee Lamb don't. And we got pundits saying that he don't deserve to get his money. but Justin Jefferson deserved to get every penny. And somehow that they are measured differently, because I thought that Kirk Cousins don't show up in primetime games. I thought that that was the situation. Right? So if he ain't showing up in primetime games and Jay Jetta is there, what the hell is going on? I thought that he's supposed to be the difference maker. If he's elite, if he's worth the $35 million. The craziest thing is JJ McCarthy, Mike McCarthy's third nephew, twice removed. Justin Jefferson better put up those same numbers, because now he don't have the Kirk Cousins that they say that he's not a real good quarterback. So I bet you the Vikings, they should be doing the same thing that they was doing without a Kirk Cousins. And if Justin Jefferson have a fall off this year, don't come back to law. Because I'm going to say, yeah, he deserved all of that money. And the quarterback had no differences with it. We'll find out. Maybe Dak Prescott will end up on the Vikings next season. Or the season after next, however that thing flows. Yeah, maybe that's the situation.
We knew this was going to come in somewhere north of Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill makes over $30 million a year, but this sets the market. So Jerry Jones, CeeDee Lamb's going to want more than this. Hey, Mike Brown in Cincinnati, Jamar Chase is going to want more than this. This is where the market is heading. So you're going to have to come in around $35 million, $35 and a half, $36 million to appease CeeDee. Now, maybe CeeDee is willing to give a hometown discount. Maybe Jamar Chase is willing to give a hometown discount, Stephen A. But we think these are some of the best top 5, top 6 receivers in all the game, and this is where they're heading with the salary. Go ahead, Stephen A.
Shout out to you, Swayze. The Hood playing college football 25 with Shador. Yeah, shout out to the Hood, man. Shout out to the Hood. Let me rewind just a little bit so y'all can understand. Now, action says law stop the cap. Rookie's supposed to stay at the levels of consistencies. No. Because what I'm doing is I'm fighting for every grain of salt for my boys, right? You may not do that, but I'm going to do that for CeeDee Lamb. Because nobody gave longitudes and latitudes for CeeDee Lamb his rookie year. When we had, what was the quarterbacks? Ben DiNucci, Garrett Gilberts, or whoever eating Gilbert's grapes out there, and Andy Dalton throwing him the ball, they still held that brother up to the comparisons of what this dude was doing. Yeah, Justin Jefferson, right? They didn't dismiss those numbers. So no, I'm gonna fight for my guys on what they deserve, what they should get. But every year, when his starting quarterback was under center and CeeDee Lamb, they make magic. So it's cool for the Minnesota's Vikings to disappear in the postseason, right? And give Justin Jefferson a pass, but it's not cool for CeeDee Lamb to have the same. Nah. Yeah. Nah. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when we do it, huh? Yeah. I'm gonna have to find that doggone. Hold on. Since I'm here, you know, where my guy is? You know.
Oh, you think darkness is your ally?
Birds of a feather, they flock together, they make you a sucker.
Yeah, birds of the feather, they flock together, that makes you a sucker, you know. I can't find that drop, but I'm looking for it.
to appease CD. Now, maybe CD is willing to give a hometown discount. Maybe Jamar Chase is willing to give a hometown discount, Stephen A. But we think these are some of the best top 5, top 6 receivers in all the game, and this is where they're headed with the salary. Go ahead.
So everybody's supposed to give a hometown discount to play for the Dallas Cowboys. They don't deserve the money. They don't deserve the coins. And a third of the Eagles, well, not the Eagles fans, but a third of the Cowboy fans say, hey, yeah, he don't deserve his money. I'm thinking Eagles because that's how some of y'all act. Yeah.
Shannon, educate me on this. I don't believe that CeeDee Lamb deserves as much as Justin Jefferson.
Stephen A. Smith, won't you lean forward just a little bit? Yeah, right here. You're going to slap the hairline back. Y'all should see Stephen A. Smith. He looking like 99 Stephen A. Smith. You know, now I peeled it back. Now he look like the regular old Stephen A. Smith talking bad about my CeeDee Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb deserves as much as Justin Jefferson. I look at a Jamar Chase that CeeDee Lamb deserves
the salary. Go ahead, Stephen A.
Shannon, educate me on this. I don't believe that CeeDee Lamb deserves as much as Justin Jefferson.
Say that again. Slap it. Yeah.
That CeeDee Lamb deserves.
Hold on. Boom.
Go ahead, Stephen A.
Shannon, educate me on this. I don't believe that CeeDee Lamb deserves as much as Justin Jefferson.
Let me get him with
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
And hit him with the yeah. Y'all should see every time I'm slapping him. The hair grows back and then it goes back. Yeah. I'm doing the dog. How many lashes should this brother get? Come on with it. How many lashes did Umar gave him? And now the craziest thing of it all is Stephen A. Smith. He wants $32 million a year. Stephen A. Smith want to get paid more than CeeDee Lamb. Come on with it. Crazy stuff.
I don't believe that CeeDee Lamb deserves as much as Justin Jefferson. I look at a Jamar Chase, that's a bad brother, but if you're Cincinnati and you got Joe Burrow and some other weapons, now you lose T. Higgins and what have you, that's a different animal, and I get that. But I think the situation in Cincinnati is different. And in the case of CeeDee Lamb, you with the Cowboys, y'all have had ample opportunity to step up and show what you can do, and that hasn't happened. I'm not saying he don't deserve his bag, but he don't deserve as much or more than Justin Jefferson, in my opinion.
We knew this was going to come.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to 88 lashes. Shit. So, my thing is, it's crazy how this world is, man, about deserving, you know, and I get it. I understand that people got to make money, right? People got to talk about these things. Let me see if I can do this right here. I'm gonna clear this up. Hold on, give me 1 second here. And we're gonna do, let me see, Justin Jefferson, right? Justin. Let's see if I can build this plane as we fly. Bear with me. And just for kickers, I'm gonna put Jamar Chase in here. Shout out to Jamar Chase. I bumped into Jamar Chase the other day. He's in Dallas, man. He works out here and everything. So me go right here. Yeah. Hold on, bear with me, baby. And boom. And boom. And boom. Give me 1 second here. Get results. Putting them all in there. 1, 2, and 3. We should be able to see. You know what? When you talking about deserving, granted, I'm looking at 32 receiving touchdowns. I'm looking at 43 rushing attempts, 318 rushing yards opposed to 28 rushing yards. I'm looking at rushing average 7.4 yards per rush. That's what I'm saying, that the Cowboys should utilize CeeDee Lamb more in the backfield. I'm looking at 3 rushing touchdowns opposed to 1. Matter of fact, let me get this criteria up out of here and just move Chase out of here, man. Get Chase up out of here. Yeah. Let me just do the side by side. Does that look a little bit better for y'all? Stroll down for your boy. Okay. Come on with it. Both drafted in the same year. So what? Who does the deservement? Head-to-head matchup, 3-0. Not like it's a situation that Justin Jefferson is at fault with that. But I guarantee y'all my bottom dollar, if the roles were reversed and Justin Jefferson played for the Dallas Cowboys, if this dude played for the Cowboys, they would still be talking about that fumble, and they would have been talking about he blew that game against the Eagles. That in that clutch moment, that he fumbled that ball out of bounds, and that's the reason why that they can't beat a good team. And they would talk about all of them damn drops he done had, you know. But they don't talk about this. In every single category, Lamb is better. Every single. Now, yeah. Well, he got hurt. So now we're going to use hurt as a factor because they didn't bring up, look, if they're going to use hurt as a factor, how many times did anybody brought up a broken thumb when the quarterback had a broken thumb over here? How many times did they brought up those particular factors when Dez Bryant had broken his metatarsal or something like that on his foot that year? They didn't use injuries as a thing then, right? They don't see. They only use, well, hey, games played versus hurt when it's fit their narrative. Availability. That's what I'm talking about. Cowboys Sport Report by Charles in Charge. So let's play this again.
In somewhere north of Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill makes over $30 million a year, but this sets the market. So Jerry Jones, CeeDee Lamb's going to want more than this. Hey, Mike Brown in Cincinnati, Jamar Chase is going to want more than this. This is where the market is heading. So you're going to have to come in around $35 million, $35.5, $36 million to appease CeeDee. Now, maybe CeeDee is willing to give a hometown discount. Maybe Jamar Chase is willing to give a hometown discount, Stephen A. But we think these are some of the best top 5, top 6 receivers in all the game, and this is where they're headed with the salary. Go ahead, Stephen A.
Shannon, educate me on this. I don't believe that CeeDee Lamb deserves as much as Justin Jefferson. I look at a Jamar Chase, that's a bad brother, but if you're Cincinnati and you got Joe Burrow and some other weapons, now you lose T. Higgins and what have you, that's a different animal, and I get that. but I think the situation in Cincinnati is different. And in the case of CD Lamb, you with the Cowboys, y'all have had ample opportunity to step up and show what you can do, and that hasn't happened. I'm not saying he don't deserve his bag, but he don't deserve as much or more than Justin Jefferson.
How far is 318 yards from 28 yards? How far is from that's rushing? Since they want to bring up all of those other stats. See, they use, hey, Lamar Jackson, he can run the ball. He can run the ball. That's what makes him dynamic. Well, damn it, CD Lamb can run the ball better than Justin Jefferson. CD Lamb is more of a threat in the backfield than the Justin Jefferson, if you utilize and use him more in that particular light. The resume speaks for itself. He gave you 300 yards, 311 yards on punt returns. That's more of a weapon. That's more of a pay. He averaged 7.4 yards. That's a weapon. This dude averaged 2.3.
Top 5, top 6 receivers in all the game, and this is where they're headed with the salary. Go ahead, Stephen A.
Shannon, educate me on this. I don't believe that CeeDee Lamb deserves as much as Justin Jefferson. I look at a Jamar Chase. That's a bad brother. But if you're Cincinnati and you got Joe Burrow and some other weapons.
Yeah. Yeah. I just want to bring that up right there. And speaking of that, man, shout out to Prize Picks, who's one of the highlighted sponsors for this particular episode. They have unbelievable promotions for you all. 100% of your deposit match up to $100 on your first deposit will be matched up to you. On top of that, with their promotions, they absolutely have the ability where you can pick other lineups. For example, Marcos Moore's goes with these type of things right here, and all you have to do is just hit submit. It automatically puts you in the wheelhouse with their lineups or what have you. I think he used an AI, robot, but shout out to him. And let me see if I can share this with you guys. Let me edit this right here. We're going to submit $20 for 500. Is that cool? Right. Let's see if we can win off with that one. And shout out to his particular picks. If they hit, man, we gonna pop some champagne bottles around here. And that's as easy as it could be, man. Shout out to Prize Picks. All you have to do is download Prize Picks, use promo code LAW, and it will get you on the way. On top of that, let me go back to this right here. Hold on, while they're spinning over here. We got all of this, we got 24/7 support, and we got big cash payout up to 100x, man. Come on with it, man. Download Prize Picks, use promo code LAW so you can be in the mix, man. Shout out to y'all, man. William Burney says still no talks with contracts with CD. Yeah, that's the craziest thing of it all, man. What we want to do here is 5 o'clock. I know I'm normally not live around this time. Shout out to the Rewind gang. Normally I'm not live around this time, but we do have an extra show for you guys a little later on tonight. I would open up the phone lines, but we done already done outdid ourselves with everything, right? We done already outdid ourselves on everything. And I would open up, but we don't got nobody waiting here. 657-390-7391 would have been the hotline for your mind, brought to you by Prize Picks. But let me... And Big G, shout out to you, Action Pal. Appreciate you, man. But all I can say is, at the end of the day, when we talk about who deserves this, who deserves that, I think that pay the players what the market says. You don't have to go back and forth with all of that, right? Pay what the market is and move on. 615, you're live, man. Talk to me.
What's up, Law?
What's good with you, man? Talk to me, man. What you got on your heart?
Man, I want to tell you about, man, how they doing that. I want to talk about how they doing that, man. I ain't heard their perspective on why they doing that like that, man.
Right. Well, I mean, he got a star on the side of his helmet. He plays for the Cowboys, and it's up the angle of what they like to talk about, man. They like to talk bad about the Dallas Cowboys in any shape, form, or fashion. It fits right on in with the narrative.
No, but I think it's deeper than that. I think Dak bring him and the Cowboys a match made in heaven, because one thing you got to realize, Dak is like a man without a land. He's not black, he's not white, so nobody gets offended, so they can criticize him to the utmost potential, as opposed to you criticize Josh Allen, you may offend somebody. You criticize Lamar Jackson, you're not hood. So they tiptoe around guys like Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson, even though they not half as good as Dak. And then with Josh Allen with the turnovers, but with Dak, you don't got to worry about offending any particular race. So that's why it's allowed with Dak Prescott.
So you're saying that, like, they look at Dak Prescott and they say, well, he's not only a Cowboy quarterback, but he's a mixed quarterback, and he's neutral, so we can offend the melanated and people community, and we can I guess offend some of the unmelanated people.
The community, they don't just stand behind that because he don't give off that street persona like a Lamar Jackson,
right?
And so you don't have to worry about offending no one. It's just like even with the Kaepernick, like he was mixed race, so like people were behind him, but it was in between, so you're able to do that. Patrick Mahomes, well, he wins, so you can't criticize him. But
because the only thing is, and I'm following you. I always love people to think outside the box. But the only thing to throw away your argument is a Patrick Mahomes. He's the exact same guy. He's a mixed race brother. You know what I'm saying? He's a number one quarterback. Yeah.
But if Dak was winning, you couldn't. But that's why I say he's a media darling, because you're able to criticize him without the backlash. If you get on there and criticize Jalen Hurts, they may call some analysts racist. They may call the other ones the C word. So they got to tiptoe. Like, if you ever saw this episode, they were talking about Josh Allen, and Dan Orlovsky got up out of his seat and he stood up, and the lady was like, "Could you sit down?" He was like, "No, you guys don't understand. The interceptions ain't his fault." Like, because when you're a particular ethnicity, you connect with someone, people identify with you. Dak being in the middle and being a Cowboy, he connects with no one, so they're able to criticize him more. He gets criticized twice as much as Romo did, if we're being honest.
Yeah, man, I get you, man. It's an evil world we live in, bro.
It's an evil world we live in.
What's your name, man? Let me lock you in, bro.
Mario, man. I was on the show with you and your brother. You called me
okay.
Marlo,
huh?
Then your brother made that song when I said about the Michael Parsons for Myles Garrett. Yeah.
Most certainly. But I got you saved in now, Mario Cowboy. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for calling in, bro.
All right.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let me know if y'all agree with Mario. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree with Mario. Put 2 in the chat if you disagree with Mario. And I ain't talking about Luigi. All right, so I got JV from the 901. You're live on the chat. Brought to you by Prize Picks. You in the mix. Talk to me, man.
Hey, Law, what's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah, man, I can hear you well, bro.
Dig that, man. It's just great to be here again. Hey, I appreciate you having my call.
Yeah.
I just want to say, I'm not calling about what old guy just talked about because I haven't smoked weed in a while, and I think I should have high as hell when he made that take. But shoot, no, I'm completely against what he talked about on that part.
Okay.
I do want to talk about what the Cowboys need in this offseason. I'm not going to get too in depth about all the stuff that's going on, especially with contract talk, because we still have an offseason going on. We still have training camp going on. I am on the side of going ahead and hurry up and get these guys done, but yeah, I know how the Joneses think and all that. But I want to talk about, and I have spoke to you about this last time I called in the past.
Right.
It's the injury. It's the recovering of the injuries. I'm talking about Trayvon Diggs, Overshown, and John Stevens.
Right.
I'm still saying, don't let these guys see the field until week 9. I'm willing to negotiate on Overshown and Stevens Jr. But serious, don't let these guys see the field until later on in the season, because I don't want them to end up like who we don't want to speak about.
Yeah. You're right with that, man. Slow push these guys out there, but don't rush them. Push them, but don't rush them. And I agree with your statement on that, or sentiments on that. Yeah. I mean, I'm losing you, JV. I'm losing you. In closing. In closing.
Yeah, in closing. Let's just focus on making sure that these guys here are on the right track to go ahead and come back healthy.
Right.
And then if they make it back healthy, then when the season starts, we start focusing in on, how good are these guys doing? How good is this team doing compared to other teams out there? And what adjustments need to be made by the front office, even though the front office should have been made some moves at defensive tackle before the season started. But that's where I want our focus to be on. But I do want to talk about that, and I hate these trolls that's out here in the chat too.
Man, it comes with the territory, man. Yeah, appreciate you, JV boy. Man, appreciate you, man. Thank you for calling in, bro.
Have a great one.
Good call from him. All right, so yeah, man, it comes with it, man. Right? A statue would never be raised to a critic, right? So you're gonna get trolls, man. You can get people taking shots at your success. That's just how it goes. The Cowboys, from a media attention, they're very successful, and people are gonna take their shots to get famous. So from the 214, you're live on the Nation, brought to you by Prize Picks. You in the mix.
Hey, Law.
Yo,
what it do, man?
All is well, can't complain.
Man, what's up with the Cowboys, man? Jerry Jones, man, we're going to lose everybody we even care about because they don't want to pay him.
Right. They don't want to pay early, That's what it is. They don't want to pay early. That's just what it is.
Like, they need to pay Dak. They need to pay CD. They need to pay Micah.
Right.
Come on, man. Hey, man, they tripping, man. What's up with them?
They got a philosophy, man. They're waiting for all of the leaves to fall. I think eventually they're going to pay all of the people that they want to pay. It's just that this is what they do. They help the NFL out, because what else could they be talking about right now outside of do CeeDee Lamb deserve his money? Do Dak Prescott deserve his money, right? What to do if Parsons sit out or hold out, So that's how they do, man. They love to have their name out there.
So what they're gonna do if somebody offer them like 10 times more? They're not gonna say, "Nah, bro, I don't want that."
You talking about
another team? Yeah. What if another team?
Well, it's all calculated because they can still franchise tag CeeDee Lamb. They can still franchise tag Michael Parsons. The only person that could probably get away with everything would be Dak Prescott. He'll be the only one.
Dak getting like $50 million this year.
55 or something like that against the cap, and then he gets. I'm only counting against the cap what he's going against the cap hit with. He's a 55 cap hit this year and a $40 million cap hit next year.
And I really think Jerry needs to just step back and let Will McClay and everybody else do what they do, so we can get this thing running. Because I feel like we got a Super Bowl team right now,
Yeah, but he got a philosophy, man, and his principle is, hey, wait to the last minute. And that's just how it goes, unfortunately, man. I hate the way they do business, but they haven't lost a dime since the last Super Bowl, so that they were in. So they making money.
Man, but Jerry Jones wants a Super Bowl. I'm 31, and I haven't seen a Super Bowl.
Wow, yeah, you 31. Yeah, you haven't seen one. Yeah, man, it's been that long, man. Should you being born when all of this was going on. So, yeah, it's one of those long drought situations that keep the faith, bro. Keep the faith, man. Thank you for calling in, though, bro. What's your name, man, so I can lock you in?
Hey, Jeremy from Dallas, Texas.
Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. Jeremy from Dallas.
I follow you on Facebook and YouTube. I think my name is Johnson Visions, I think.
Okay, Visions. Okay, all right. Appreciate that, Jeremy. Man, you have a good one, bro. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
No doubt. We got another Texas number from the 214. You're live on the Nation, brought to you by Prize Picks. You in the mix. Talk to us.
What's up with it, Law?
Nothing to it. Talk to me. What you got?
Yeah, man, this is your boy Showtime, man. And,
Showtime.
Yeah, man, it's just crazy, bro. Like, every time, one thing I kind of just noticed and picked up on the other days, man, every time Dak Prescott is coming towards the end of his contract, we not only had Dak Prescott at the end of his contract, but it's always other important superstar on the team towards the end of their contract,
right?
As well as the head coach,
right?
Because if you remember, when Dak was coming towards the end of his rookie contract, who else rookie contract was expiring? Amari Cooper.
Well, his contract was due. Zeke jumped in front of Dak. And we had Jalen Smith got paid, and then La'el Collins, he kind of got paid too. So a lot of guys' contract was due, but that's accounting. You're supposed to be able to look down the line and say, okay, all right, these are my bills, and I need to pay these bills first in order for me to stay afloat as far as my business. And the Cowboys don't operate that way. You know why? Showtime.
Yeah, I mean, it you know what I'm saying? It helps them capitalize, it brings revenue to the brand.
Yeah.
And that's why at times I can't always blame the 3 or 4 letter networks, because they basically just they coming up all these subject matters talking about Dak, CD, and Micah based on how front office operates. Front office is just giving, add more fuel to the fire indirectly. And it creates this organic way of communicating with each other, because at the end of the day, they are right to a degree. You got to pay CeeDee Lamb. You got to pay Michael Parsons. You got to pay your quarterback, right? So organically, people are going to talk about who should get paid first, who should get paid last, because these guys are due. And then you got to figure out, when Zach Martin, do he retire, or do you figure out a way to pay him? So the best way to get in front of it, I hate to use them as examples, would be like the 49ers. They are a foe of us, but they figure out ways to get in front of it. The Eagles, to a degree, they know how to necessarily pay their guys before it gets all of this crazy chaos thing going. And unfortunately, we don't have guys that forecast like they do. Yeah, and not only that, they willing to trade some players. They willing to come up off some players.
Yeah.
I like some of the players that we drafted and developed and stuff like that. But I think some players at this point, in order to bring some more talent in at certain positions, I think some players are expendable. I like a Donovan Wilson. I like what the player he's become, but at this point, as deep as our safety room is, he's expendable. Even to a certain degree, Malik Hooker. At this point, I like what he's become, and especially after his injury when we first got him.
Right.
But at this point, we have other needs on that defense, like defensive tackle.
Right.
So I think a guy like Malik Hooker, to a certain degree, is expendable.
No doubt, man. Appreciate your call, man. Thank you so much, man. Good call from Showtime, man. Appreciate you, bro. Good call from. All right, the next caller we have, I got these two right here. I got Charles in charge, and then I got my guy, East Coast Cowboy Dwight. Charles, man, you're live on the Nation, brought to you by Prize Picks. You in the mix. Talk to us.
Happy Monday, my man. How you doing?
Hey, man, all is well, man. I can't complain, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be pretty brief.
Yeah.
What you're saying is right. All three players are gonna get paid.
Right.
They always do. It's just like Elliott in 2019. I think Tank held up the same offseason, didn't he?
Yeah, I think Tank 2 years in a row. Was it 18, 19? Yeah. Because he had those sacks.
We franchised him in 18.
Yeah.
And then 19, he held out. We paid him a couple weeks before the regular season.
Right.
Even though Tank said if we tagged him again, he was going to just walk in on the last day because, you need that money. And then Elliott, he was our offense at the time. And we waited until a couple days before the regular season.
Yeah.
That's when everybody kept saying if we win the first 3 games, it'd be like found money because Elliott's not in game shape yet, even though we didn't make the playoffs that year.
Yeah.
But the reason why the Joneses move the way they do is the last time they went all in, like seriously all in, was 2008 after we went 13-3. They get Pac-Man Jones, Zach Thomas, all these big names, right? And then during the season, they trade a first to get Roy Williams to pair up with Terrell Owens and everybody that we had.
Yeah.
And we make the postseason that year. But I think after that, and then seeing Jason Garrett go 8-8 for 3 seasons, draft and develop that 2014 Super Bowl team that we had, then I think that's when they should have believed in what they're doing. But I know it gets frustrating. But this season is so reminiscent. All season is so reminiscent to the 22 off season where we lost Amari Cooper, Cedric Wilson,
right,
Lyle Collins, name after name after name. All we brought in was Dante Fowler and James Washington, who didn't do anything. And we had our best 12-5 season that year, winning a playoff game, getting around 2. And if Tony Pollard don't break his leg and Terrence Steele didn't get injured, I mean, he's the best. That season, he was like the best, run blocking right tackle in the league. We probably have a good chance at, getting out of the Bay. But Tony Pollard goes down. We got Zeke with a partially torn PCL and playing the only receiver we got. Gallup's on one leg. But this season's going to be just fine. We're going to be just fine, everybody. Everybody chill and get your popcorn ready because it's going to be a show.
No doubt, man. Shout out to you, Charles in charge, and thank you for that insight, man. Appreciate you, bro.
All right, brother. You be good.
Good call from him. That's Charles in charge. The thing is, he's right with that, on how everything was kind of like broken down to that degree. So, let me get Sight and Troops, man. Appreciate you. He says, did you talk about Jerry's trial? Put it on the front of the street like they did with Dak. I think we discussed some of those things, but we didn't go into details. We didn't talk about that lately on this show. All right, East Coast Cowboy Dwight, man, from the 571. You're live on the Nation, brought to you by Prize Picks. You in the mix. East Coast.
Yo. What's up, Law?
Man,
what's happening, bro?
All is well, man. All is well. I got about 4 minutes, man, because I gotta dip. But we'll go whatever you got, bro.
I got a special guest here. He wanted to speak to you. We be watching your show, man. We appreciate everything you do, but I got my little man right here want to say something to you.
Okay.
That's all.
What he got?
That's my son, David.
David, what's good, David? It's a mighty name right there, man. Yeah, what's good?
You got anything you want to say about the Cowboys? Nothing much.
Not much, man. That's dope, man. It let me know that the empire is growing, man. Cowboy Nation is getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, the only thing I wanted to say, man, we can't listen to them 4-letter, 3-letter, cricket letter, and all them other letter networks, man. Because you know Stephen A. and Shannon Sharp and all of them, man. They just Cowboy haters.
Oh yeah.
And then the other dude that was talking about C.D. Lamb is lower than Jefferson, man. What is wrong with that dude, man?
Yeah, Stephen A. Smith. Yeah,
man. I mean, the stats and everything show it. And then when they play him, he always outplays Jefferson the last 3 times that we beat them.
Right. And yeah, every time we lace him up, man, his numbers been better, and I'm talking about CD. So, yeah, it's one of those things, bro, whereas I get it, right? Justin Jefferson, remarkable rookie year, made AP All-Pro, Offensive Player of the Year, and all of those things. Yeah, and he just came out of nowhere. But in my opinion, Lamb is a much more of a threat because you can play him inside the slot and you can move him in the backfield. He can do all of those things for you, yeah.
And that's why I think he should be getting paid more than Jefferson because he poses a bigger threat.
Yep, if he's utilized and used correctly. But, that's not to take away from Justin Jefferson, though. I like Justin Jefferson. Shout out to him.
I like Jefferson.
Yeah.
I like Jefferson.
Yeah.
I like Jefferson. And our defense, I think our defense is going to be straight, man. You're not going to get a whole bunch of those, what you was short earlier about those blown coverages. You're not going to get a lot of that with Zim's defense.
True.
They play way more sound than what we used to have.
No doubt,
right,
East,
dog.
man. Appreciate you, man.
You,
Thank you so much, bro.
Say bye, David.
All right, Dave. Appreciate him, man. Thank you, everybody, man, for calling in, man. It's a pleasure, man. It's always good.
Goodbye.
I wish I had more time, man. And sorry for the other 8 people that was in the call queue. I just couldn't get to all of you guys. I know I opened up the phones a little later. But normally, man, when I go live, y'all jump on in, man, because I always open the phones up when I'm live. I always have it open. I may not announce it until the end part of it so that you can get your seat in line. Seiton says, tell Jerry to hold his daughter like you do, Jerry Jones, man, I'm not going to beat him up with this kid thing. But what I'm going to say is that, man, the dude 83, 84 years of age, bro, and they're gonna let the NFL gonna let him live out his best lives until it's time for him to go home, And the way people are falling out, like I forgot to mention that Monty Kiffin, who remember Monty? He passed away, so condolences to Monty, R.I.P. to him, and these sorts of things. But I appreciate everybody, man. Thank y'all so much for y'all support, your love. Keep in mind, we'll be live at a few, at 8 o'clock. So that'll be at 7 o'clock Cowboys time or Texas time. So we'll be back live at 7 o'clock on Sports After Dark. The information will be floating around on Twitter. Jump on in and let's go and let's have a great time for the rest of the day. Yes, indeed. Baby. All right, let me close on up out of here. One love to all of you guys. DC for life, not for short. And hey, be sure to hit the like, share this content, let a friend or a neighbor know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboy Sports Talk and beyond. This included the ice wall, baby. Yeah. And as we depart, know that every journey and every race starts with one footstep at a time. That is right. One movement at a time. And then you got to continue to be consistent with yours. Continue to fight for what you like. Fight for what the things that you want to earn. And continue to elevate yourself to higher heights. There will be a lot of people that say that they'll ride with you, rock with you. But in the end times, when it's time for you to fight, and the ground that you're standing on, what reverence do you have to keep you afloat? What mindset do you have to keep you going when you're ready to fold up? You have to fight for what the ground that you're standing on. Don't be loosely like a few people that's here right now, right? Don't be loosely like a few people. Don't be that. Yeah. Got to always fight it is right. Tell them, London. They say that prize fighter continue to swing even when he's down, even when he's out. Ain't this right? Yeah. But if you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night, to give up your time, your peace, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad, that you don't get tired, and it makes you hold everything taut in your cheek, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you will gladly go out there and sweat for it or fret for it, to lose all terror of your mind, if you would simply, just simply go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength, sagacity, with faith, hope, and confidence and stern pertinacity. If neither cold or poverty or the famish or the fame or the sickness of the body or brain can turn you away from the thing you want, if dogged and grim and besieged and beset with the help of Almighty Cowboy Nation and everyone that's listening. Yes, indeed. Damn. Come on with it. You will get it. Yeah.
Give me my theme music.
Come on with it. Come on with it, baby. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Give me my theme music.
Yeah. Come on.
What more do you want from me?
Yeah. I just wanna run it up.
Can we check or something?
Yeah. Come on.
I've been really in the field, lot of rush, I love the feel. Lately I just wanna run it up.
And
don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a meal. Lately I just wanna run it up. Yeah. Kinda check or something. Lately I just wanna run it up. Count that too, count it up.
You wanna go there?
Count it. Lately I just wanna run it up. Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change. To the safe, got blues inside.
Yeah.
Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play, charge it to the game. I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Reverend now. I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with Jay, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same, now switching sides, now it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me. I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf, and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit. I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel. Lately I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a meal. Lately I just wanna run it up.
Destiny arrives all the same.
Kinda check us on. Lately I just wanna run it up.
What should I say?
Count that too, count it up. Lately I just wanna run it up. Yeah. I just be off the dome. I never own no chrome. Too many foes and codes. Yeah. I be at home alone. I be in zones alone. I be on road alone. Yeah. I've been really in the field. Love the rush, I love the feel. Lately I just wanna run it up.
On paper, they're a
Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a
resources that we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in.
Kinda check us on. Lately I just wanna run it up. Count that too, count it up. Lately I just wanna run it up.
Let me crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
Lately I just wanna run it up.
God, see, when you invest in something and you hustle and you work for something, you got a different type of attachment to it. You're gonna have a cold day in hell for somebody to try to take this from you. We live by this, we die by this. We don't surrender, we don't retreat. Every man must search his own soul. I listen to that quote every morning. I wanna get mine out the mud. I want mine out the dirt. I don't want no handouts. I don't want no celebrity to co-sign me and somebody to see me in the street and say, I remember when such and such put you on. No. It may sound harsh, But I'm going to beat myself up so the world can't beat me up. Because the world is a cruel place. It can be a beautiful place if you allow it to be. And once your perspective changes, that's when miracles happen. What else I got to conquer so I can get to the next level? What else? There's always going to be giants at the gate. If it ain't rough, it ain't us. Let's go. Wow. So it ain't like, why me? It's like, why not me? Let's do it. The flowers don't chase the bees. The flowers just are.